Hello students, today's class is for BBA third year finance specialization students, and we will discuss the subject called WCM, that is working capital management. Dear students, before starting today's video, I want to tell you one thing to all the finance students, that kindly go through all the videos that has been uploaded in your YouTube channel. Kindly go through with all the videos. Why this is important? I have seen while conducting the Google Meet classes, the students are not watching the videos properly, still attending the Google Meet classes. See, if you will not watch the videos and will attend the Google Meet class, then it is complete meaningless. It is complete meaningless. So once you go through or watch the video, understand the concept, and then attend the Google Meet class, then it will be very fruitful for you. Definitely, it will bring so many benefits for you. It will be give a high level of confidence regarding your subjects, all the subjects. So once again, I must advise you to watch the videos before attending the Google Meet classes, right? That's what I want to tell you before starting the video. Talking to our studies, in the last video we are discussing one of the important aspect, that is cash budget. We have completed so far the meaning of cash budget, why it is prepared, how it is have its own importance in the business, and we have also completed the 12 different points that covers the purpose or uses or advantages of cash budget. 12 points. What I remember, in the last video we have completed 12 different points of cash budget. So in today's class we will discuss something more about your cash budget. Now while preparing the cash budget, there are certain steps which is needed to be followed before preparing the cash budget. What are those steps? Let's discuss that. So today's topic is cash budget. So there are four steps involved in preparing the cash budget. Number one, estimate the timing and amount of cash. Estimate the timing and amount of cash. So under cash budget, the timing is also very important. In which particular time or in which particular month there will be the receipts or there will be the expenditure. So under cash budget, the first step is we have to calculate or we have to estimate the timing and amount of cash. Then the second point, estimate the expenditure involved in the cash and its timing. Always estimate the amount of expenditure which involves the cash and its timing. So the second step is we have to calculate or we have to estimate the expenditure. It means the expenses, the expenditure which involves the cash and very important timing, in which particular time or in which particular month there will be cash expenditures. Then third step, controlling the cash receipts with expenditure. So we have to control accordingly the various cash receipts with its expenditure. Now the cash receipts and expenditure are the two major aspects of your cash budget. We have to calculate the cash receipts and we have to consider the various cash expenditure also. In later on, very quickly, we will discuss what are the items that will come under the cash receipts and what are the items that will come under the cash expenditure. So we have to control the cash receipts as well as the cash expenditure. Then last step, find out or forecast the amount of additional finance or additional cash and its timing and the deficit of cash. So we have to find out the exact amount of timing where the additional funds are required or where the shortage of cash is there. So we have to make well in advance our preparations so that during the stage of cash shortage or when there is a deficit of cash arises, we will be easily able to solve it. Now, dear students, it is also very important. The accuracy of the cash budget always depends upon few things. Not very huge points, only 3 points are there, but very very important. Even though only 3 points are there, but still very important that the accuracy of cash budget always depends upon certain factors. Like, let's discuss the point 2 first. Accuracy of various other budgets which include your sales budget, production budget and purchase budget. So your sales budget, production budget, purchase budget. There are other forms of budget also, like your sales budget, like your production budget, like your purchase budget. So the accuracy of these various budgets also affect the accuracy of cash budget, because cash budget is always prepared by taking into account these budgets or the items of these budgets. For example, we may consider the amount of sales which has been provided by the sales budget. We may consider the amount of purchases which will be again provided by the purchase budget. We may consider the production cycle which is provided by the production budget. So the accuracy of the various other budgets also affect the accuracy of our cash budget also. Then first one, utilization of current assets with respect to or identified with the accounts receivable. How we are able to properly utilize our current assets. Under unit 1, that is working capital management, we have seen how to make optimum utilization of the current assets, how to make the best use of current assets so that it can easily be utilized in a very proper manner. So effective utilization of the current assets always plays a very vital role so far as accuracy of the cash budget is concerned. Then last point, estimate or emergency cash requirement to be mentioned at all the time. We, being a successful finance manager, we should always be able to calculate what is the amount of emergency cash that is required at every point of time. If we are able to know well in advance the emergency cash requirement, then also the accuracy of the cash budget will heavily be affected. So these are the three major points where the accuracy of the cash budget is can be find out. Why I am telling all these points? Because I don't want to left any portion of a cash budget, because very soon we will start practicing the problems of a cash budget, and which is a very very important factor also. One long question that is having problem may also come in the cash budget, so you may find problems from cash budget. That's why I'm taking all the necessary steps before starting the problems. Now, dear students, it is very important for preparing the cash budget, or before preparation of the cash budget we should carefully understand what are the items of cash receipts and cash payment, because only when we have a thorough knowledge of your cash receipt items as well as cash payment items, then only the whole things can go well. So what are the items that forms under the cash receipts and cash payment? In today's video we will discuss that. First we will discuss what are the various items of our cash receipts. Cash receipts is nothing but the income. Cash payment is nothing but the expenses. So first we need to identify the incomes and the expenses. So first we will identify the cash receipts. It means the income part. The income part or the cash receipt part is broadly with two types. One is trading income and second is non-trading income. One is your trading income, second is your non-trading income. Now under trading income, what are the items that will come? Number one, cash sales. As we all know, if cash sales is there, then definitely we are going to receive a huge amount of money, or whatever the sales amount that is received in cash, that is also our cash receipts. For example, today a businessman sells goods worth rupees 1 lakh. So rupees 1 lakh is nothing but the cash receipt that the owner of the business receives by way of cash sales. Then payments made by the sundry debtors. Whatever the payment that the sundry debtors makes payment to our organization, that is nothing but comes under cash receipts. Sundry debtors means the persons to whom the business has given credit or sell the goods on credit basis. So when the persons or when the sundry debtors will make us the payment, then also that will become one receipt for us. Then bills receivable, it is nothing but the sundry debtors also. When the bill is been received or when the check or bill is been received, that is also coming under the cash receipt. So these are trading incomes. Now apart from that, apart from the trading income, every business organization earns certain amount of non-trading incomes also, or having certain amount of non-trading incomes also. What are those? Number one, capital gain. Capital gain is nothing but it is the gain which arises out of capital incomes. Suppose today or 5 years before, for example 5 years before, suppose in the year of 2015, business has purchased a land worth rupees 2 lakhs. So right now, suppose the business is planning to sell that particular land, and by selling the land, business sells at rupees 4,50,000. So purchases at rupees 2 lakh, sells right now at rupees 4,50,000. So capital gain will be 4,50,000 sales price minus 2 lakhs purchase price equals to 2,50,000. So 2,50,000 is nothing but the capital gain. That is also one income. That is also one receipt. Next, sell proceeds from fixed assets. If the business is selling some amount of fixed assets, that includes your land, that includes building, that includes furniture, that includes office machineries. So if the business is selling any kind of fixed assets of the company and receiving the income or receiving the money, that is nothing but the cash receipts also. Next, proceeds from new shares. If the shares are issued, definitely fund has been raised by way of shares. So when the shares are issued, the business organization is also receiving the cash, or the cash receipts are coming to the organization. Next, debenture issue. Similarly, shares are issued. Similarly, when the debentures are also issued by the organization, then also the receipts will definitely come to the organization. So it is also again another form of cash receipts. Next point, dividend received. If the organization is having certain investment by way of shares in any other company, it may also happen. Axis Limited is the organization, so it may issue the share and can receive the cash. And also it may also happen that Axis Limited is purchasing the shares of Y Limited. So since X Limited is investing the money in Y Limited, so Y Limited on behalf of the shares purchaser will pay dividend to X Limited. So when the dividend is received on the purchase of shares, again that comes one cash receipt. So that is also nothing but is the dividend received. Similarly, interest received. Just like debenture issue, X Limited may issue debentures to its customers. Similarly, X Limited can also purchase debentures from another company, that is Y Limited. So Y Limited on behalf of the debentures being purchased by X Limited have to pay interest to X Limited. Now when the interest is being received by the X Limited on behalf of the debentures purchased, again one kind of income comes to our organization. So one kind of income or one kind of cash receipts again coming to the X Limited, that is nothing but your interest received. Similarly, rent received. If the organization is having some fixed properties like house and give it on rental basis, so whatever the income received from that particular house, that is nothing but called as the rent, and is also one kind of cash receipts. Commission received. If the business is having any kind of trading activity regarding commission based business, so any commission received, that is also coming under the cash receipts. And last, number 9 point, any other income. If the, you can say, organization is having any other incomes or not, if the business is receiving any other incomes or other cash receipts, like you may say gambling, winning of any lotteries, so that also comes under the cash receipts from other sources. So these are the major sources where the cash receipt is coming to the organization. In the subsequent classes, we will discuss the various components or items of your cash payment, and will solve one problem on cash budget. So go through all the things that has been there in today's video. So we have completed in today's video the various steps involved in preparing the cash budget. Next, what are the points that affect the accuracy of the cash budget, and very important items of cash receipts and cash payment. Only that cash receipt part we have discussed in today's video. That's it. Thank you.